Let me ask you something, and answer honestly. When you think about this year, do you feel proud? Or do you feel tired, disappointed, maybe even embarrassed? Because for a lot of us, this year didn't go how we planned. You started with goals, big ones. Study harder, be more disciplined, fix your sleep, stop procrastinating. And then life happened. Deadlines piled up, motivation disappeared. Some days you didn't even know why you were tired, you just were. And now the year is ending. Everyone online is posting year recap videos, glow-ups, achievements, success stories. Meanwhile, you're sitting there thinking, bro, I barely survived. If that's you, listen carefully. Because here's the truth no one says out loud. You don't need a perfect year to close strong. You need the right mindset before the next one begins. This video isn't about pretending you won. It's about ending the year with clarity, self-respect, and mental peace, even if you feel like you failed. Especially if you feel like you failed. Stay with me. The biggest mistake people make at the end of a bad year is this. They try to forget it. They say things like, next year will be different. I'm done with this version of me. I'm just gonna reset. But here's the problem. You can't reset what you never processed. If you pretend this year didn't happen, you carry the same frustration, shame, and self-doubt into the next one, just with a new calendar. Let me be real with you. Failure hurts because it messes with your identity. You start thinking, maybe I'm just lazy. Maybe I'm not built for consistency. Maybe this is just who I am. That's dangerous. So step one isn't motivation, it's acceptance. Not in a weak way, in a mature way. Sit down and say, yeah, this year didn't go how I wanted, and that's okay. Write it down if you have to. What went wrong? What drained you? What habits didn't stick? No blaming, no excuses, just honesty. You're not closing the year by running away from it. You're closing it by understanding it, and that changes everything. This part is uncomfortable, but necessary. Somewhere along the way, we were taught this lie, that your value comes from your productivity, grades, consistency, achievements, discipline streaks. So when those things fall apart, your confidence goes with them. You don't just feel like you failed a goal, you feel like you are the failure. Especially as a student or young adult. Everyone's asking, what are you doing with your life? What's your plan? Why are you behind? And slowly you start believing the voice in your head that says, I should be further by now. Listen to me. Results measure performance, not worth. You can fail a year and still be learning. You can procrastinate and still be capable. You can feel lost and still be growing. This year may not show it externally, but internally you survived stress you never imagined before. Burnout, pressure, self-doubt, that matters. Before you end this year, tell yourself this, out loud if you can. I am not my worst months. I am not my missed goals. I am not behind, I'm building. Once you stop attacking yourself, real growth finally starts. And now we rebuild. Most people end the year by doing nothing and then expect January to magically fix everything. That's why the same cycle repeats. You don't need a new year, you need mental closure. Here's a simple exercise that actually works. Take a page, split it into 2 columns. On the left, write what this year taught me. On the right, write what I'm done carrying forward. Be honest. Maybe this year taught you that motivation is unreliable. You overcommit to please others. You burn out when you ignore sleep. You need structure, not pressure. Then decide what stays behind. The guilt, the comparison, the unrealistic expectations. Closing a year strong doesn't mean celebrating. It means deciding. Deciding who you're not taking into the future. This moment, right now, is where you take control back. And there's one final mindset shift that changes everything. Let me say something you need to hear. You will not magically feel ready on January 1st. No wave of motivation, no sudden discipline, no new personality. That's a myth. Readiness comes after action, not before it. If you end this year telling yourself, "I'll start fresh next year," you're already delaying growth. Instead, do this. Before the year ends, do one small thing right. Not a full routine, not a massive goal, just one promise kept. Maybe it's studying for 20 minutes, going to bed earlier, cleaning your space, writing one honest page. Why? Because confidence comes from evidence. Not hype, not motivation videos, evidence. When you keep a small promise now, you enter the new year with momentum, not hope, and momentum is powerful. You don't need to win the year, you just need to end it with integrity. So, let's bring it together. If this year didn't go as planned, that doesn't make you weak, that makes you human. To close this year strong mentally, accept what happened, separate your worth from results, reflect instead of erasing, let go of what drained you, and keep one small promise before the year ends. That's it. No pressure, no fake positivity. Tonight, not next year, do one thing your future self would respect. Just one. If this video helped you feel a little lighter, share it with someone who's been hard on themselves lately. Comment one lesson this year taught you. I read them. We're not starting over. We're starting wiser. Let's level up together.